Hi, and welcome back to another FAQ Friday. If this is your first time landing on this channel, this is where we take your most common industry related questions and we answer them right here, right now. So today we're talking about one of my most favorite topics, which is fuel management. So let's begin. Okay, so let's get the terminology out of the way. What is fuel management really when we look at it that way? It's really truly a practice that is used to maintain, control, and monitor fuel consumption if that is the product that you want to monitor at the end of the day. Fuel management units are really used in transportation, off-road, ag business, water, air, and things of that nature. Okay, so now that we got that terminology out of the way, the main thing, the next biggest thing that we really should concentrate on is what is its purpose? And before we go deeply into the purpose of what fuel management is or should be, I really want to highlight the fact that the main purpose for us specifically here at TECALEMIT really should be about helping people, helping companies, right? We need to help them understand effectively their own use of fuel. And so let's think about that for a little moment, because what's really critical here is, we're here to help our customers navigate through perhaps, analog, old style record keeping, where drivers are required to write down, their vehicle number, their odometer reading, their fuel consumption in gallons or liters, and all of a sudden, take that information into somebody else in the company now that has to make sense out of that and be able to read all that data and translate it into a spreadsheet, and all while being able to, understand and create monthly reporting. So you see the old process of multiple steps to get us to, at the end of the month, this is how much fuel we've used. So really the main purpose should be to help these companies and individuals automate their processes for efficiency and also for one of the most critical things, which is accuracy. And why do we say this? Because you got to understand that that individual has to create that data entry process maybe daily or perhaps even weekly or sooner than that. So that is such a chore to do and such a task, while also asking for 100% accuracy. And really at the end of the day, what are we getting? Maybe chicken scratch. Let's call it what it is, right? So drivers sometimes make a mistake, or sometimes we're misreading or we misread what's really written down on that sticky note. So fuel management systems really help or should help automate the entire process, right? But Andy, how does it do that? Like how do we go from a legacy style analog, write everything down, to how do I get my reporting? How does that really work at the end of the day? So today's automated fuel management systems, take away all those unnecessary steps today, right, that should not be required today, and capture every one of those transactions each time a person walks up to the unit to fuel up. Notice I did say automate and capture every single transaction. And that is what we call a single transaction. At that point, all those gallons, vehicle ID, driver ID, odometer, everything got captured automatically right inside that head unit. So that single transaction, my friends, that single point of dispensing, right, that the drivers, used to be able to write everything down, take it on a sticky note, put it on someone's desk, has been completely automatically captured within the head unit. We're bypassing all the analog steps from previous methods, and now we're fully automating the entire system. That is the actual beauty of this fuel management systems, and that's really why the main reason and the main purpose why people purchasing them, right? Aside from really understanding numbers and costs and things like that, they really want to create efficiencies on the front end within their personnel. So now that we've illustrated this whole process, right? So what happens to the data? Andy, how do we get this thing out of the box, right? I'm used to seeing sticky notes, and I have control of that because I'm taking that little chicken scratch, 71,000 miles, 55 gallons, and I'm actually typing that up into a spreadsheet, and I have full control of that. I'm actually, creating the data entry. How do I get the data out of these systems? And I got like, how does that work? Well, understand that when that transaction happens, as I stated, that gets captured in the head unit. So how do we retrieve data? This is where a lot of the magic happens, right? So every one of these systems should allow you to give you multiple options. Options are good because not one shoe fits all, right? So you should have a USB mode, which is take a thumb drive, go to the box, take data out, go back to your computer, plug it in, and pull that data into your software and run the reports. That's really, I would say the entry level without really cheapening the system. What I mean by entry level, meaning that is the most common way of doing it. If you're going to, if you're going out to the box, once a week, once every couple of weeks, once a month. However, if that gets old or your fleet is too big and you're just not walking out to the box, it's not as enjoyable anymore. The next option should be a LAN connection, which is your Cat5 hardwired connection, where that transaction, when it happens at the box, it gets spit out directly to the software automatically. The third option is Wi-Fi, right? So this is really a wireless network connection requiring a little bit more detail within your organization as when it comes to firewalls and opening ports and things of that nature. And the fourth option is really cellular. So this is an unmanned location or check this out. Or if you have multiple locations where one central office or one central individual needs to really watch over all the multiple sites, the cellular cloud-based system is the best. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope this has really shined a light on questions about what is really fuel management and more importantly, what is the purpose of it at the end of the day. So as always, I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for coming up with these questions and joining me on this FAQ Friday, and I will catch you guys again, promise, next Friday. See you.